be Chef, and then Taylor, and Coach McCabe. It's allegedly coming right around.
Allegedly. You might have got
He's got a lot of fans, that man.
He does now.
He always has. Before us.
Yeah.
That's true.
Lost him, I guess.
Don't.
Go get him.
Do you want me to go find him?
Yes.
I think Matt's trailing to bring him. I believe he's stopped to socialize.
Lauren Janine. Lauren. Sorry.
Your hair looks good.
Alright,
The
guys.
scrunchie's still in.
Gotta wear it.
With those
Since game
numbers, that
one.
was one of the distinguishing features.
Yep.
The scrunchie?
6.
I was.
I used
Is
to
that how
have
you
hot
do it?
pink matching sneakers, but I kept falling, so I took them off. And
Well,
it kept,
I had to give people tips on how to identify each of you.
not Mrs. Scrunchy.
Well, you were easy.
Me? Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I
You
easy?
can't miss me.
Can't miss
me
me
either.
From yesterday.
He likes it back there. What do you say? He said he can't miss me either.
Not sure what you mean by that.
I don't get it.
It's because I'm tall.
Is it, I was gonna say, it's because you're tall,
It's your dark
big
hair.
smile.
Dark hair, dark hair.
Yeah.
You can't really miss Alexa either. You just know who Alexa is.
She
The run.
No, she screwed me up in the middle of the year when she got her hair.
Okay, it's always been blonde. It's just been blonder. Had to.
The fact that you even realize that,
I know.
When you're trying to distinguish you guys and those numbers are awful, little things.
I love these jeans.
Like I could tell you what most people's headbands colored are.
Camille always wears a bright yellow. Riley always wears white.
Yep, Stackpole has like seafoam green or something ridiculous. Jaycox only has a red, yellow. Have you did you see Coach?
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
The heck is Piat?
Piat.
Piat has us waiting.
Piatty.
How's your arm there?
It hurts. Well, now it hurts because it's nice and fresh, because it's nice and moist.
Ew.
Ew.
I had it
Ew.
wrapped.
Sicko.
Everyone had turf burn yesterday. You see Danielle's leg?
I've been playing 4 years. This is the first time
Kate
I've ever
literally
gotten
kicked my turf burn on one of the rides. I was like, oh my god. I thought my knee fell off.
Alright.
I should throw my phone out.
water.
There's.
Want some power? I just should throw my phone out. Yeah.
Where are you going?
Throw my phone out.
She said it looked bad.
Can I take a cup?
Yeah.
Very sorry.
Keeping us waiting.
My apologies.
One national championship and you're prima down.
Yeah, it's me.
You know that, right? It's my gum. Sure.
Did you see Taylor last night?
I have it.
You have it?
I have it. I picked it up.
Yeah, that's what she said. She thought you did.
It's in that bag.
All right, Coach. Congratulations on the victory today. It was a razor-thin margin. Your thoughts on this afternoon?
I think it was a game more people wish they had seen. Two teams that, wouldn't give an inch. Both defenses playing really well. And those things can fall either way. And I walked into a job very fortunate to have a special group of seniors, and when we needed a play to be made, it was them making it. So for that I'm sad, because that's it for them. But I think overall our team, from top to bottom, we tried to build depth and rely on a lot of people this year, but it's always the special people who make a big play in a big spot, and we had some real special people today make big plays.
Questions? Where did you see it kind of turn? Was there any certain thing that we kind of decided when I got here?
I thought it was turning when I got the yellow card and Alexa bailed me out and ran by 3 people and scored. I really thought that was where we were going to get going, but testament to Lockhaven and their toughness. They we got a 2-goal lead, and the way we're playing defense, we figure that's safe. We just got to be smart the rest of the way, and they just keep playing. So I know it's no consolation to them, but they played with a champion's heart today. I think our team would admit that, would acknowledge that. So one of those things where it's sad someone's got to lose, and I'm pretty damn glad it's not us.
What was the explanation on the yellow?
I think I was misunderstood.
So it was like silent conduct?
Yeah, it was. I was having a conversation with a player, and she might thought I was speaking to her. I guess. I'm hard on a player, so say some things that they don't like. She must have overheard. I like it.
talk about the first half there and what was not going your way for you guys and what they seem to be accomplishing?
I think that we knew going into the game that it was going to be a very hard back and forth game. They have a great defense. We have an amazing defense, and we didn't really play too smart on offense in the beginning. I think that was where we struggled the most. The first half, when we realized though that it was still such a close game, we knew that we can come back from that because we are typically a second half team, and that's what we capitalized on in the second half.
Taylor, I think both of the goals in the first half were kind of unusual type of situations. What did you guys have to make some adjustments? Or was it just a matter of getting into it with the jitters from early in the game?
We didn't really make any adjustments during the game. We usually play a zone, and we went to man a few times, but we kind of just went back and forth and had confidence in our own playing that we'd be able to get it done. I mean, you're always going to have a few slip-ups every once in a while, especially when you're playing defense that long, so you kind of expect it to happen, but we really didn't make any adjustments and really had confidence.
Free positions, just 1 for 6 for them. What was working? What was your approach to those?
Just to save it, really. We work a lot on those. Last year especially, we really tried to perfect them, and I think it was just a lot of focus and a lot of hard work to just get there, and I knew that those are kind of game changers. So when you make a save off of those, it kind of, you hope that it gets everyone going. So just knew I had to save them.
Lauren, going into overtime, what was the confidence level for you guys? What was strategy? What did you guys talk about?
Well, we're always pretty confident on defense because we know we get the offense going. If we keep getting stops, it makes them play harder and it just gets everything flowing. We were a little nervous, not gonna lie, but we knew we just had one more stop. We just said one more stop, that's all we need, and then we'll get it. And then with a minute and a half left, we were playing defense that whole time, and we came out on top. All we were thinking is just push it out, play your hardest, do it for your seniors, just play. And that's what we did. Worked it to our advantage, thank God.
What was your approach to Pandal?
I just played my own game. We never watched any film on her. We just knew that she's a hard worker. She plays midfield. She's their team. So I just played it like I'd play any other team, like how I'd play against our attackers. Just focus on her and watch her, stay on her. Don't swing, which I did a little, but worked past that. I learned from my mistake, and I just focused on her. No distractions.
The fouls were not in your guys' favor in the first half. I did look at the second half. Was that the plan, was to be aggressive like that?
We're always very aggressive.
Yeah.
We always get a lot of fouls, but the last 2 games we've had yesterday and today were more than usual. And we're always aggressive, so we can't help that, but we just tried not to swing as much, but we swung a little too much anyway. But we're always aggressive. We can't help that. I'd rather people be aggressive than timid, so that's fine.
Felicia, the draw started going your way more, it seemed like in the second half. Do you have a strategy? Do you like adjust how you kind of feel out the other person in the draw and then kind of figure it out as the game goes on?
Well, in the beginning, I guess it was a little bit harder because when the goals are like spaced out, you can't really get a rhythm for the draws. But in the second half, I just went into it thinking we need this because we were down at that point. So I don't know. I just tried my hardest to win every single one.
So you felt like then you started to get some rhythm in the second. There were still a lot of goals, but you felt like there was more rhythm there after that.
Yeah.
Okay. And it looks like in the stats you took exactly 1 shot today.
The one.
Just one.
On the counter.
So are you a specialist when it comes to overtime goals too?
I mean, honestly, I thought there was less time on the clock than there was. I thought I looked up and saw it was 10 seconds at some point, but apparently not, since it was 11 when we went back to the draw. So I literally caught the ball and shot it, thinking that was our last shot of the overtime period. But
I didn't look. How many did you take all the shots yesterday? I didn't look at the stats.
I don't think I shot it all
So
yesterday.
was it just you? How much attention were you getting when you were going inside there in the second half or in this game from defenders?
well, a lot of times they play on that spot right on the top of the 8, so the defenders are usually right there. They're not slacking off because that's right in the middle, so I don't know. They didn't pay like any closer attention than they usually would, but
What, and that last time there, was it, you just see an opening, or you felt like the time was running out?
both, I think. I saw that someone had just cut, I think, so then I cut right behind, and I knew time was running out, so as soon as I caught the ball, I was like, I just have to shoot it because this is our last chance in this period, so.
You talk about those, when you were, the goal there, what you saw from your angle, how it developed?
Well, I think, you know, Alexa initially, we isolated her on that left-handed wing, right-handed wing rather, and, you know, they're gearing up to stop, you know, the dodger that they're expecting. And it was one of the few times they really got to swing the ball and change sides. That gets everybody moving towards Danielle. And as they start to flow, Felicia, and I forget it was, might have been Kate Byer with you, but they just filled in behind as they moved to that side of the field and stepped into an opening. It's one of the few times we really got like a little flow to what we were doing today. You know, we didn't have our greatest day, but it was still a great day.
Lexi, we've had the two championships in the last 2 years here. What's this experience been?
I think that this was probably the best way we could have it was the best way we could have ended our senior year. We went into this entire weekend kind of as, let's just enjoy the ride, appreciate every moment that we have left on this really amazing team this year. Like, this has been the best year of probably of our lacrosse careers, and to come out on top after a really hard game. It was a really struggle, but being able to call ourselves champions again, couldn't ask for anything better.
Anybody else want to comment on the season?
I think there was a lot of changes here. Obviously, we got a new coach, and we were so lucky to have Coach McCabe come in, and I think people thought it was going to be a really big game changer for us. So for all the players, we just needed to prove that we were still on top, and people really wanted to see us full this year, and I think we just proved it, and we were very lucky to have Coach McCabe come in and really take us off and just always be there, and it was a great year.
For the record, that's the first time anyone on the team's ever called me coach.
I know. It was under. I didn't hear that. I know, but like I got nervous. I didn't want to call him Pat. I got nervous.
Right hand.
I don't think I've ever called you that.
I thought you were talking about me.
I know.
It's like Coach McCabe.
I know. I'm sorry. You can change it to Pat.